hello, welcome to Fafa's Film. Welcome to my channel. Welcome everyone. I will be reviewing Love is Blind the reunion because baby, shake. This reunion, I don't even know what to start because it was all over. Instead of just focusing on one couple, just their whole experience from the pod to the wedding, they just move on to them. I'm like, oh yeah. But anyway, anyhow, Shake thought he was the host of this show. I will admit, I do agree with some of the fact that he said that, because listen, I'm gonna be all over the place because I don't know what to start. Cause I want to go by couple. Even they wasn't sticking by couple because they will start with the couple, move to the next couple, then bring the other couple back. I'm like, wait, what? No, but hey, that's my personal view. Okay, let's start off with. Let me try to work on what. Okay, my whole thing is when the first scene started. Pretty much was they asked Natalie. They asked a question exactly towards Natalie. Then they turned to Shane. I'm like, wait. They asked Shane. I'm like, well, are you asking Natalie how she feel? Then you ask Shane. Then boom, here comes Shane. Hey, I just want to make sure how do they edit it? I'm like, oh my gosh, Shane. I get it. I understand. But that was not a place for you to say anything. But whatever. I digress. It is what it is. So pretty much, with that scene, they was asking Shane about. They asked Natalie, oh, how do y'all feel about the fact that he confused you? I'm like, wait, is that the first question you're gonna ask the girl? Okay, not even. Oh, how is it? I guess the ending of the wedding is towards the end. I guess they have to feel like that. But to me, I personally was not asking. Instead of asking how did he feel, no, you guys asked her how did it feel that he confused in the pod. Listen, they was like, and she was like, listen, I was trying to gaslight her. And I'm like, Shane, you was like pretty much was trying to blame her. Made it seems like, why, how dare you? And he was so frigidy. He was like, throughout the whole show, this is what Shane, like his whole like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. I'm like, Shane, like, he very uncomfortable when you basically put him on the spot. Like, dude, you did your dirt. You said what you said. And sorry, as soon as I got lost the video. Yeah, Shane, you could have just be like, listen, yeah, I knew it was Shane in voice, but I really wanted to be Natalie, even though that's not believable, but I was in there, I can't really say that. But you could be like, instead of saying like, you just like, make every excuse instead of just, I don't, it's just whatever. Listen, let me just go ahead and start out with, what's buddy name? Shaky. Let's start with his shenanigan. I guess Shay, you not physically attracted to Dipti. I get that. That's fine. That's what you looking for. It's just to me, it's like the way the things you said about her. And I'm sorry. As much as I want to sit here and blame Shake for what he spewed out, I not gonna sit here and blame him because editing did not help. He was like, oh, you can't blame editing for what you said. Yes, boo boo, yes you can, because guess what? There's a lot of things. It's called voiceover. You could say something and they made it seem like you were saying at that moment, or they make it seem like even at that moment you were saying something you don't even know. So I never done reality TV, but I see so much. I hear so much. Watching TV, you could kind of see like, oh, those doesn't really match. But whatever. Okay, this is not here or there. Okay, but honestly, it's the fact that the editing was like every chance they get, they show this girl body. You know, she just lost what, 70 pounds, and she has loose skin. And I hated this, especially the fact that doing the honeymoon Mexico scene. There was too much we did not need to go deep underneath the water to see her loose skin. You know, when you have, listen, when you're a little chunky, you got a little meat on your bones, and if it's loose, it's gonna look loose underwater. And I did not. I've been said that since once I seen that. So I was like, yo, editor, you guys did not need to be doing that, because I felt like, yes, be mad at Shane his shallow behind, but be mad at editing for so showing those images to basically match what he's saying. He's basically saying, oh, they're basically saying that what he's saying, this is what he doesn't find attractive. To me, I don't like that, because you guys need to understand, if he has a different physical attraction, he's not attracted to, I get that. But what you're projecting, you're showing everyone else, oh, loose skin is not sexy. Unfortunately, a lot of us with loose skin do not have the money to get it surgically tightened or surgically removed. So we're stuck with it, okay? Especially if you lost. I can't say okay because I'm not. I'm thick, but I don't have blue skin like that. But I just don't wanna like. I'm not an average size. I'm petite, but I'm thicker. Okay, this is not about me. Okay, stop. No, this is not about me. But all I wanna say is this is the fact that I don't appreciate editors like showing her loose skin to basically say, oh, this is why he's not attracted to her. Who says some men don't find that attractive? Whatever. That's I digress. This is what it is. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Listen, Dipti, you dodged a bullet. You knew what it was. Like you said, you knew. It's just shake. Your delivery. I get your delivery is wrong. It's just me personally. It's just like the fact you want to tell everybody and to make it seem like it was not called for. I did not like that. And I got a bone to pick with you, Jared. Jared, buddy, this is not your place. Why you fighting a better has nothing to do with you? I hate when. Sorry, I'm gonna go to a race card here. Why do some black people feel like they got interject themselves into other race problem? Why? Let him speak. Let him spin out and try to come up and whatever BS he got to come out his mouth. You got a problem with it? Take it with him on the side, but boo, it's not gonna look good for you on TV. People don't understand. Like, listen, I know me personally. My facial expression is I would look like a total BICTH. So guess what? I will never do reality TV show. And you know you feel some type of way, especially as a black person. Do not let him fight his battle. Because ain't nobody going to fight your battles. And actually, if the wrong was reversed, Shake will not be saying that, oh, you wrong, da da da. Let him fight his battles, dude. Okay, whatever, okay? Speaking of Jared, let's go to Ayana and Jared. We literally saw a look. No, it was back and forth, like 3 times back and forth. Basically, the first question they asked Ayana was like, "Did you guys watch this together?" I know we watched it separately, and I do get it. Before the proposal, she said she was able to deal with that, get over it because it was before. It's afterwards, and what she said she had a problem with was the fact that Jared did not tell her wasn't really 100% clear on what transpired during that whole conversation between him and Mallory at the bar scene. So I'm like, Jared, I thought you honest. I thought you 100% honest. Why did you, like, Jared, I thought you 100% honest. Why didn't you just tell her? Like, what's up with this hair? Like, come on, Lil. Like, come on, I'm not trying to do this. Like, here, come on. Like, I do like them together. I do like the fact that he's actually putting the works. I did warm up to him, even though I felt like he said to my sis. But he did grow little by little towards the end because I felt like, okay, yes, he's genuine. Yes, he wanted this type, but I guess, thank God, Mallory said, let's keep it 100. If Natty had said yes, honestly, I don't think he would have proposed to. I won't think he would deny it. But that's not here. There is a pass. Is a pass. That's just a little thing I just gotta say. But I do appreciate that he's putting the work to show her that he listen. Yes, he was not ultimately who my first pick, but ultimately that's who you are who I chose, and I'm gonna continue showing that you my part, and I do appreciate it, and I love him. I honestly, I just love him more because of her, because funny. She's the sweetest little, I don't know. The girl I can't say she's the sweetest little thing. But based on the little character presented to me, I like her character. I like who she is. I could relate to her. So I do like that. And let's go to the other married couple. Cause why we saw should I? Why was ain't nobody wanted to see their what is that called when you go inside somebody's house and then you see what's that thing called? You see their house. Ain't nobody really care for that. If you show one couple, you might as well show the other one because technically since they two married couple, okay, what? Okay, whatever. Listen, Daniela and Nick are still married. Yay! I'm happy for them because I skip like 90% of the interaction in the pods and doing the other scenes. So I really do not know. The only scene I really could recall is the wedding and the scene where Nick went to her people's and she met his people's. That's the only scene I literally sit there and took my time and watch. Anything else? I really don't know much about this couple. Okay. Listen, and let's go to we had Sal and what's this girl name? Mallory. This is Sal the whole entire time. Like Sal was like when they was talking, I was like, mm-hmm. And then he was saying, "Oh, I felt some type of way," but you guys had this conversation, especially afterwards. The whole part was over, and Matt was like, the experience was over, but I was emotional. I was just trying to deal with it. I had two little shots. I'm like, okay. Pretty much, Sal was like, I don't know who's at fault, but Sal was like, listen, there was things that transpired before on doing the whole process. I don't want to speak about it because that's the past. Then why would you say anything? It's like, I hate when people do this. I hate when people do this. Oh, there's some things I don't want to talk about, things that happen. They don't say nothing. If you don't want to talk about something, don't bring it up. That's my feeling. If you don't want to talk about it, they'll say, oh, I just some things I can say, but I'm not going to put it. Then don't even say nothing. Just drop it. Drop it. But anyway, listen, it didn't work. Sal was like, listen, he felt unhurt. He felt unappreciated. Personally, it seems like Sal was like, listen, homegirl wasn't checking for me. And I'm like, oh, Sal, I could have been told you that. Not me personally, but not just me. Everybody could have been said, like, she ain't checking for you. She's not checking for you. Honestly, because it seems like on the show, I might be off. But on the show, it just puts in like, Miley was just like, I'm just waiting for this wedding day. And then whatever he says, I'll go with it. Like, and the fact that her peoples wasn't so 100% on that, I feel like they did belittle him. Let's just say be honest. I feel like he feel belittled on her, and I see that because it did personally to me. It seems like that's what he was projected. That was what she was projected towards him. So I understand what he was saying. Who was left? Who's Shayna? This is Shayna. Listen, this is Shayna. Every time they ask Shayna something, this is Shayna. This is Shayna. Every time. I'm like, every time, I don't know why they kept pinning back on her. It's not even related to her. This is Shayna. Her eyes is squeezing her little. I can say little eyes. She like this. I'm like, girl, you need glasses? I need glasses, but I'm home. But girl, if you need the glasses, just wear the glasses. Cause she like squeezing her little eyes. Okay, pretty much with them, this really, we already know what's up with that. She wanted to make it seem, Kyle was like, oh, Shake was like, hey, just be a bug. Just say you didn't wanna, you wanted to continue this experience just for the exposure. You knew, I bet you didn't want him, you didn't want Kyle. Why did you continue if it wasn't for the exposure? I was like, I didn't look at it like that. I just said Shane only continue just to see how Shane looked like and for her to shoot her shot. And I'm gonna stick by that because that's what I said, and that's what it seems like when it happened, when they met. What did she do? She tried to what? Bulldozer it. What's her name? Natalie and Shane relationship. I'll stick with that. I will believe that. I won't believe it. Can't say that for sure, but it does align to what I really thought was she just wanted to see Shane at the end, so she wanted the opportunity to see him and to get her way with thing. Did you guys not know? That scene when we saw, she was like, "Oh Shane, I just want to tell you, I have feelings for you, and it's the last minute, but I have feelings for you." Did you guys not know that was the same day she accepted Kyle's proposal? I'm like, oh my god, girl. Not before the proposal. It was after the proposal she decided to shoot her shot at Shane. You trifling her, girl. You try, girl. Shayna, that's not a good look, honey. That's not a good look whatsoever, baby girl. But besides your little squishy eyes, like this is Shayna. I'm like, okay. Woo! Honestly, this whole reunion was mainly about Natalie, Shane, and Shake, and the Lachey, because really it's supposed to be about the love story of Ayana and Jared, Danielle and Nick. It wasn't about that. And I do have a vote to pick. Why did we not put Nick on blast for his instigator? He was an instigator. Like, dude, you was like a little high school girl. Like, especially like every little thing he could get like, oh, you know this, you know. I'm like, dude, you was an instigator throughout the whole show. Why didn't you bring this up? I don't like that. I really do not like that. But Shane, let's go back to Shane and what's her name? Shane and what's her name? Shane and Natalie. Natalie was trying to make it seems like, oh, like Natalie on the show, she ain't my cup of tea. But I do hear, because she want to make it seems like Shane was Shane had a. I'm glad Shane technically checked her, because she wanted to make it seem like, Shane, you the fault. You 100% the reason why we felt like. And she was like, yup, back up. No, no, no. We don't need to rehash everything that happened that night, what was said, but let's not make it act like that you did not say stuff or done stuff to me that night for me to project what I said to you. Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Yes. The reason why I say, I said no. It's just, I already knew once I seen Shane check Natalie, I was like, oh, here come the tears. And what does baby girl do? I was not trying to say that. It's just I know you're a good guy. She was like, listen, girl, just tell them I'm not the bad guy. Just I need to know. You know, Shane like affirmation. You know, Shane like to be constant like, yo, you good, you the best. Like, you know that. So why you sitting there like Natalie look like she looked like she would sit there and throw she will sit there and just let's just put this in there without get over exaggerating. She still sit there and look like she'll just stabbing you, poking, and as soon as you have a reaction, is it right? No, but guess what? Everybody different. So once you have a reaction, oh my god, I just call that I just be like, girl, don't do that. You know you did something. Everybody have their own way of having things, and you know you know how he is. Why would you say or do certain things, and then once he says something, you won't be like, you throw in the towels? Admit that you have a fault in it, and be like, listen, this not gonna work out. Instead of making it like, oh, he's at fault 100%. Like, whew, this show, the reunion was not giving it what I wanted, but the whole season did not. It was a whole it was a whole just hot mess for me personally. But one thing I would say is this: the couples we made, I still love Yana. I still love Dipti. The couples that say I do are still married. Sal and Mallory are not together. They pretty much was like deuces. Sal was like, listen, he ain't that. Mallory looked so unbothered. She was like, listen, she was sitting so, like, she was a little space between her and, what's her name, Shayna. She was like, I'm just here for my time. She looked like she's like, okay, She was like, listen, this not going to be about me, so I'm just going to sit in the little corner. I was like, okay, girl. And Shayna, with her little squeezy eye, like, girl, what's going on? And then Kyle was trying to comfort baby girl. Kyle was like, if you know you didn't feel this way, but I'm like, Kyle, you kind of look like, it seems like you was trying to push it on her. You know, she was hesitant about this whole situation. Oh, okay, Kyle. And then, listen, I already, Shake, yes, you're not attracted to her, but you don't need to tell everybody in your mama that how terrible you feel like her body is, or how you don't have that animalistic you like to use, like attraction towards her. And then the fact that you said there was like, listen, all the women here are beautiful, but the only person I'm attracted to is Vanessa. I'm like, buddy, hold on, you're gonna sit here and tell another man wife that you only find her, I guess in the sense good thing, but that's oh my gosh, Shake. Oh, when he said that, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I know you're trying to defend your character. It's just like the more you just talk and talk, you just basically proving the point. It's like, just shut up. Just like, hey, listen. It was unto the ending. He was just like, okay, fine, I'm shallow. I said some messed up stuff. Like, why didn't you just do that in the beginning instead of just looking like a toddler, like, mommy, I didn't do it, no, mommy, like a little kid, like, no, like, just own up to it and say, hey, listen, I have a type, and this is, I'm gonna stick with it. It's okay, you have a type. My problem is, you have a type, but it's the fact that you have to hurt people's feelings in order for them to basically be like, oh, why you're not, it's okay. You're not attracted, and not to be attracted to some. It's what you were saying throughout the whole season about this girl. And editors, I'm still gonna hunt you guys down like I said on my other shows. You guys basically just amp it up more than it needs to be. Like, yes, he was not attracted to her. Yes, he seen her like a yes, he was not, he did not see that, have that animalistic. But the fact that you guys kept showing her skin over and her body, like, I'm, listen, his word did not help. But y'all, it's like when you go to court, you try to argue your case, and then boom, they show evidence to prove, oh, this is right. Listen, Shane is, I'm not gonna call him name. Shane is wrong for his shallowness. Shane is wrong for his think. He's not wrong for his thinking. That's his thinking. He has his way. Shane is wrong for how he went about it or what he said about it. It's one thing you could say you feel certain way, but once you feel like you have to spew nonsense about your feelings, that's why I'm like, Shane was like, I don't know, he was trying to get up on this. He was like, oh, love isn't really blind. Maybe love is blurry. I'm like, or maybe love is partial. I'm like, huh? What, Shane? Like, oh, maybe. I'm like, dude, yes, you definitely, the Lachey was like, you definitely on the wrong show. He's like, no, I'm, he's like, he was trying to make every excuse. This is me the whole time. I'm like, oh my gosh, just shut up. Everybody was like, just shut up, just shut up. And listen, there's a lot of things these cast members, especially the men, told Shake. And then he was like, listen, you guys know how I feel. Now he was like, you guys, I'm just telling what you guys thinking. And I'm like, and then I'm so sorry. Everyone on the show, especially, looked like they wanted to reserve themselves, like they wanted to act. I'm not saying act hood. I can't say hood because that. I cannot say hood because I'm not gonna say that. Everybody, I can't say everybody want to act off character because everybody have their own ways how they characterize themselves. Like Shane was trying to make it sound, you guys are trying to be like goody two shoes, but really there's a lot of things that you guys not saying. Like, I'm like, y'all should just shut up. Y'all know Shake was gonna put y'all a little dirty laundry out for you guys. There was a scene that they asked Shane, okay, so what's going on between you and Shayna? Yo, body literally went like this. He stopped fidgeting like, and then Shayna was like, listen. And then Vanessa, the shit was like, okay, let me ask you. Are you, and he said, listen, I see Shayna was like, let me just say, no, we wasn't together. We saw each other after the show, but we're not together, never been in together. I'm like, Shane, what are you hiding, buddy? What are you hiding? Like, is nobody taking your love from Natalie? That's why I be like, there's something more to this, like we're not seeing. There's something to this, like, Shane, come on. Like, but my daughter decided to make an appearance. But listen, did you guys see the new preview for the new show called The Ultimatum? Baby, baby, I'm like, ooh, get in the candy store. This show is, I'm like so excited. This is me, like, no! I'm not gonna lie to you. That was me the whole time. That was like, oh. The Ultimate was basically about people that's in a relationship and one is ready to get married, the other one is not ready to get married, and then they had to stay in I guess together, cahoots together for 3 weeks, and within those 3 weeks they switch back and forth with different partners to find out if they really want to get married. What crazy shenanigan is this? But I cannot wait for the shenanigan. Listen, I like drama, just not part of my life. Bye, you guys. Later.